Welcome back. The Dolly Parton story is truly one of rags to riches. She's the ambitious daughter of a Smoky Mountain labourer, comes from a family of 12 children, and she hit the big time soon after her move to the mecca of all aspiring country and western singers, Nashville, Tennessee. Once described as a petite blonde of incredible vanilla ice cream beauty, Dolly's startling looks, her hourglass figure and her little girl voice soon had the public buying her records by the million. I went along to her busy London press conference to find out a little more about the remarkable Miss Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton grabs the attention of the world media wherever she goes. In London at the Terrace Club to promote her forthcoming concerts. She even brought her own TV crew with her to shoot a feature for American television called Dolly Parton in London. I asked her if she enjoyed her superstar status.
Well, I enjoy it. I've always liked the attention. I grew up in a family of 12 children, and there were so many of us, we didn't get all the special attention, and we lived so far back in the mountains that we didn't get to see people that often, so I think that's kind of followed me through my life. I just love everybody, like people to love me, and the more attention I can get, the better I like it.
Has your family been shocked by anything that you've done?
Oh, I don't think I could do anything to shock my family. We're all very bizarre. My people are very open, have wonderful personalities, very open-minded about just life in general. They know I wouldn't do anything to embarrass them. I grew up in a very religious family. Sometimes I think my granddaddy almost thinks he's going to be embarrassed, but because he knows our personality so well, he always has a saying that he says, well, if God can forgive you, so can I. But I love my folks, and I always want to have my people be proud of me.
One of the people we hear very little about is your husband. Tell us a little about him.
Well, he don't like me to talk too much about him because he doesn't like to be in the limelight. He doesn't like his picture taken. He won't go to any of the big functions and all that, at least not as my husband. He often shows up, but he likes to kind of just mill around the background. But he's a wonderful person. We've been together for almost 20 years.
Is he a big, strong man?
He's 6'2", and he's very outdoorsman. He's almost a cowboy type. He's got dark hair, dark eyes, dark skin, weather-beaten. He's 40, and he's very bright, very funny, and he's very special.
You're very much a songwriter, aren't you?
Well, I have heard that said before. I like to write. That's my favorite thing that I do, and it's always nice to be appreciated by other people that write.
When you're not singing your songs, who do you best prefer to sing them?
Anybody that wants to record them. I'm not picky. It can be a big star or a little star. It's always a great compliment when somebody else wants to record.
Do you have a favorite?
That I have written?
No, that somebody's sung on one of your songs that somebody else has sung.
A song that I'm very proud of is a song that Merle Haggard had a #1 record on called Kentucky Gambler. I write a lot of songs for men, things that I can't really sing myself because I have 6 brothers and a father and a husband, and so I really understand the work and of a man inside. So I write a lot of those type things. But I'm very proud, like I said, of anything that anybody has recorded of mine.
Of course, the country singers love you too, Emmylou Harris and Linda Ronstadt. I mean, they think you're their star. Does that please you too?
It pleases me a great deal because I have a great deal of respect for them. I think they're wonderful talents, and they do record a lot of my songs, and that is just extra special because it's like good friends, people I admire in the business that do know good songs, and when they choose one, it's very special.
Are you going to go into the film industry more and make more films?
I probably will. I'd like to also get more involved in the business end of films and having more creative control as far as the producing and creating the stories. And I love to write. I think I have some fresh and new ideas, so I'd like to get into doing some television things, developing some stuff for television that I won't particularly perform in, but to produce and just create some good stories for television. I think there's need for it. We've got a lot of junk.
Why do you hide your lights and present yourself sometimes as this sort of slightly dumb blonde, when in fact you're very intelligent, a good businesswoman, good songwriter?
I never thought that I ever hid that. I always, tried to let whatever, comes from within me, shine through. Just the way I look is that usual dumb blonde look, with the big hair, the makeup, the typical. But I like to think that there's brains beneath the wig and a heart beneath the boobs, as I always say.
Well, there obviously is, but it's something that a lot of people don't realize.
But probably had I took another route and not looked the way I do, people would never have noticed me long enough to know I had anything to offer. So I think it all worked out pretty well.
It's just a